Wosa. This is SoccerBeat, back with another banging episode of Ubuyazi, the secrets behind some of the SA soccer stars you've seen on the pitch. My name is Umjaka. I'm back here with a man who was written off after being released by Baroka FC, went to Magesi, and 2 years later back in the Premiership and on his way to the Telkom Knockout final. Elvis Chipezeze, the king himself, goalkeeper for Magesi FC. This is a special tournament for you, King, and a special week. You've won this tournament before when it was still called the Telkom Knockout, and you're about to do it again this week.
Yeah, it's also good to be back, in the spotlight again, and also another final. And it feels special for me because looking at the journey also, coming from Baroka and going down, to Magesi, coming up again. It's special times, especially my personal career is special, but also with also the trust that the club gave me, to come and try to make the team grow. It's very special.
And you're balling now, eh? So many men of the match awards. Christmas is gonna be nice. Christmas is gonna be nice in the Chipezeze household.
Like I always say, without these fans, we are nothing. And I'm just grateful that they've got my back and they appreciate the work that I'm putting in out there. And it's something that is really special to me because it's very important, to have that connection, with the fans. And that's why I said I'm just grateful, that things like this are happening, especially when I look back also, my journey also. So it's very special. Very special.
Your name is back in the lights, Mfondini. Your name is back in the lights, Shamwar. I'm sure the lines are also ringing non-stop in Zim about your performances and your form. And the ticket is booked now for Morocco as well, for the Zim Warriors. Your hope, how much hope are you holding on to making it for that final squad?
I'm just excited, that, as a nation, we are also back, in the spotlight as well. And it's also good for us to be there, competing with the big boys, after a long time. You see, so it's something that we really wanted as a nation, and it's exciting times because you can see now we are unbeaten. I think in this run we are unbeaten, and it shows that now the quality is there, and we're trying to push and hopefully when we next year, I mean, when the tournament starts, we can also try to push, out of the group stage, going to the last 16 quarterfinals, and you never know the semifinals. Bafana did that also, so we also need to learn from that. Like, anything is possible, especially in this game, if you just believe that we're gonna go all out and see where this thing takes us.
I have to put your head on the block before we go to an ad break and come back for the second segment. First of all, against Cameroon, what is going to be the result? Head on the block, because the top of the group is on the line there.
No, I know the boys are going to work, and with the form that we are in now, it's going to be a nice game. I know that, and I know the boys are going to fight. And if we come up with the 3 points, good for us, because especially when we're playing away from home, even a draw is okay, because looking at our record, in this in these qualifiers, it has been proper. So I believe in the boys, and I know they're gonna do well when they go to Cameroon.
And for the final against Sundowns,
as much as we've made history for ourselves. We were just excited, to be there, playing with this one of the big teams, in Africa and also in South Africa. So we're just gonna go there and put a smile on our supporters' faces, because that's the most important thing. The rest will take care of itself.
So nothing to lose for you guys.
The rest will take care of itself. We are the underdogs. We know that we the favorites. Mamelodi Sundowns. We know that. So we're just gonna go out there and enjoy and try to make sure that our supporters, they are happy. That's the most important thing.
Now, let me give you a breather, because I put you on the spot there. And a lot of Sundowns fans are going to be looking forward to that quote. Let's go to a break and pay some bills. Oh.
Hey, Taola.
All right, here we go.
Ko betweng ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng. Ka nako e nngwe ho tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane. Ka nako tse ding
O ska leka go busha tse di latlhegileng.
Nakusasa kuse olunye usuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thuso go gona.
hopola, bet responsibly.
Wosa. This is SoccerBeat, back with another one. Ubuyazi. I'm still hanging out with Elvis Chipezeze, the king himself, goalkeeper for Magesi FC. It's a week that is very, very excited about because of the Telkom Knockout final coming up against Sundowns. He's won this tournament before when it was called Telkom Knockout, with heroics as well, with Baroka, of course. But you've played with some players as well, in the national team. You played at Baroka, many teams chicken in. Take me through some of those players that you've played with. Which one ranks up there as one of the best or the best?
Oh, I played with a lot of quality players, from Chigenin coming to Baroka, now I'm here at Magesi, played with the national team also, because in the national team, you can't rule out the likes of our former captain, Musona, quality is up there. And Kama Billiard, you can't just rule him out like that, top player. Shikenin, I played both Danny Pieri, Clemens Matau. I played with a lot of, quality players at Baroka, Tanzania, there are lots.
Maybe I must just make you make a five-a-side team then, because you can't. You seem to be finding it hard to select the best player you played with.
Oh, a five-a-side team.
You in goals, of course.
Obviously, knowledge is there. Kama Billiard is there, and Clemens Matau is there as a legend. I also played with Letladi. Letladi Madubani.
Letladi Madubani.
I played with him also. He's also there.
Strong midfielder, that one.
Yeah, very strong. And I played with a lot of guys. Some of them, I played with a lot of guys. I played with a lot of the legends also of the game. Yeah. I played also with Herbert Dick. Herbert Dick, the defender.
Oh yes.
Former the defender. Yeah. So yes, I think that would be my five-a-side, because that one is proper.
Which one mesmerized you of those ones? The trickiest one, the one with the most skill, where you were like, even as a goalkeeper, you find yourself being a spectator.
With Kama. I remember when we played Champions League with Sundowns, Lucas Moripe, and then he dribbled one of my defenders, and then I couldn't hold myself, and because as much as you want, your boy to do well, I couldn't hold myself, because with the way that, he dribbled him, and we joked about it, after the game, like, come on, boy, you can't be dribbled like that, and stuff like that. So, it's exciting times. It's exciting times.
You're saying even the defender felt bad.
He felt bad, and then he was just laughing, like, come on, Chipe, hey, that boy killed me, man. And I was like, no, you don't press like that when you're going to mark Kama Billiard, because he's gonna roast you like that. So it's one of the best dribblers, even his first touch.
Yeah.
With his body also, you can't take the ball away from him. And that's something that is very special, to
Sure.
witness that and also to play with him in the national team.
Absolutely.
It's something that you can see that this boy is
Special. Who was the defender? Let's quickly get that name before I go to an ad break.
Jackson, this one, my former captain.
We're putting him on blast on the headlines.
We used to laugh about him. And we were roommates for almost about four years. There was a chicken in there. And imagine a center back and a goalkeeper sleeping together. And always, remind him like, but Papa, you remember that day in Lucas Moripe? He's always laughing like, hey, you don't forget things.
Let's go to an ad break and pay some bills and find out who this week's competition winners are for the Puma Mamelodi Sundowns competition. Let's check it out. Congratulations to the latest winners of the Puma competition on SoccerBeat, where you can win yourself one of 2 Mamelodi Sundowns jerseys. Congratulations, Lucky Wasikhota from Facebook, as well as @manlikenolo Tochi on Twitter, X. You win yourselves the latest 2024-2025 Mamelodi Sundowns jersey. Keep looking out on our socials for more details on the latest Puma competition. All the best, good luck, standard T's and C's apply. We back. What's up? This is SoccerBeat, back with another one. Ubuyazi still hanging out with Elvis Chipezeze, Magesi FC goalkeeper, a sensation at the moment, in form in the Telkom Knockout. Maybe possibly a goalkeeper of the tournament, has already won gang of money. I don't want to mention the amount. It's hundreds of thousands. Christmas is going to be nice in his household. Let's get into the coaches. We're getting to know you a little bit better. The coaches that you've worked with. The craziest or the funniest coach you've worked with?
No, I worked with a lot of coaches, man. I know the one that was always making me laugh is the one recently, Koloko, football will kill you. Yeah, that one always crack jokes, it's a funny coach, very funny coach, always enjoying, calls himself La Liga, he wants his football to be, like those teams in La Liga. He's always saying when we play, we must look at those teams, in Spanish La Liga, those teams, they can, so he's one of the coaches that will say, always crack jokes and also work at the same time. I think it's one of the coaches that, I'll put up there, in terms of cracking jokes and stuff like that.
And the best one, the one where you say, hey, made the biggest impact in my life or won me titles or whatever, but the best one you've worked with?
I worked with Madin, is it in Glove, our coach, and this Peter there was the late. He also gave me a chance to be recognized, in the PSL.
Yeah.
And then came Joe Antipas. And then Antipas was the one that gave me a chance, to showcase my talent.
Yeah.
And after that AFCON, he's the one that brought me back, into the limelight, to boost again my confidence to play games. You understand? So I would say Joey Antipas is one of those coaches that, he gave me, like when I wanted to give up, like, no, I can't anymore.
Yeah.
He was the one saying, no, I'm going to call you again for the national team. You're going to play so that you can boost your confidence as well. Because whatever happened in AFCON happened. I just want you to regain your confidence and focus again. And I worked with a lot of coaches, Nyirenda.
Oh, yeah.
I worked with Nyirenda. Watson at Baroka, when we won the Telkom, he was our coach. And I worked with Dylan Kerr. I worked with Dylan Kerr.
Yeah.
Worked with I worked with a lot of coaches. And now I'm working with the Volasen. Now I'm working with Papi Zutwan.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of coaches that I'm working with and trying to learn each and every day.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things. But just to name a few,
For sure.
those are the guys that I'm just working with now.
Hey, your
And,
farewell.
yeah.
Your farewell is gonna be full, eh? From you can't decide who your favorite players are. You can't decide who your favorite coaches are.
can't decide. because each and every coach there has played his role,
Yeah.
in my career, when I left Baroka,
Yeah.
when I came to Magesi, Ledwaba was the coach, you see, and he gave me a responsibility, as one of the senior guys
Sure.
to make sure that I lead these young boys to grow also, and also help the club to grow, So each and every coach has played his role, in my footballing career, and I'm just grateful that I've managed to work with all these coaches, just to name a few. Yeah.
Then before I let you go, that AFCON, and bouncing back from that, and being, seeing your trajectory where you are now, going to the final, possibly even putting your name up, for candidacy to be in that Warrior squad. Looking back now, how did you do it? Because hey, the headlines were very loud about the howlers and what happened at AFCON, and then you got back into national. But how did you do it? How do goalkeepers do this?
Yeah, it's I think it's also goes with the support that you have. If people believe in you, things becomes easy. Especially in our position.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'm the last line of defense, and sometimes mistakes happen. That's how we grow. As goalkeepers. You see, because even if you check every top keeper, in the world, the legends, Bocasilas, they've made mistakes in the past, but they've grown from those mistakes and become better. You get my point? So it's one of the things that, I try to look back and say, but okay, I understand sometimes, but it's okay. Now I can't just be dwelling on the past now. No, I can't do that. I just have to refocus, readjust, sit down with myself, analyze my game so that I can improve in certain areas. So that has been me ever since, So I know there is too much pressure since you are the last line of defense. A lot of people, they look up to you, and also these young kids, they're also looking up, to me. So I try by all means to make sure that I'm mentally, physically prepared, to overcome situations like that. So, because we're learning every day.
Every day.
So sometimes I sit down, I analyze each and every game that I play. Okay, I need to improve here. I need to get better here. This one, I think I'm doing it well. I need to continue doing like this. A lot of psyching myself up, when we play the game, like maybe we play Saturday, Sunday, I sit down with myself, maybe there's highlights of the game. I try to watch again and see where I did well, where I did wrong. I try to improve going into the next game, so it's a lot of work, but it's part of the job, and it also comes with also experience, and the people that, I'm working with, they are honest, they're honest. They tell you, oh, no, Chipe, I feel like here you should have done this, or here you should have done that. Then I take that, and then I try to improve in the next game. So that's me, especially in this position. It's very sensitive, and I know that. It's very sensitive. So we try to grow from that and try to become better and better and better.
I started as a goalkeeper. My father used to say, his advice used to say, even when you concede or you make a save as a goalkeeper, they remember you. So either way, they remember your name, whether it's a mistake or you made a good save. So you benefit either way. So I want to thank you very much for your time, man, and wish you everything of the best for the weekend. May the best team win. Either side, we'll be celebrating because we are here as football fans to celebrate their winner and obviously also celebrate those who give us a good game. So best of luck to Magesi and best of luck to Sundowns. But most of all, of course, we'd like to see you in that final doing your best.
Thanks very much, Mami. Thanks very much.
Wosa, wosa! Let the beat do the talking.